Alright guys, this is Monday, May 4th for biology. Hope y'all did well on y'all's test. We have one more test left. These are going to be the last couple chapters we do here over the next 2 weeks or so. And so I hope y'all do well on it and finish up this strong. So what we're going to do today is page 472 through 476. So go ahead and read that, then come back and we will clean it up. So just read page 472 through 476. All right, on page 472, we have the beginning of this deals with heredity, the continuity of life. And so it goes through and details some of the importance of that to start off with. But what we're going to get to is just our definition of heredity first. So heredity is the transmission of characteristics from parent to offspring through genes, which are units of genetic information in the chromosomes of the cells. So although heredity controls basic body structure and affects many of the physical traits that make every organism unique, an organism's environment and other factors also affect genetic traits. For example, a plant may have genes that would make it grow tall relative to other plants of the same species, but insufficient nutrition and water or an unsuitable climate can stunt its growth regardless of its genes. And so the genes are going to allow it to do what's possible, but depending on the environment, you may not reach that high point of what's possible, because so the environment and things like that can affect it. Even if it's supposed to grow tall, it may not if the environment is not suitable for it to grow at all. And so asexual reproduction is the continuity of life is assured by the miracle of mitosis, the process by which a cell divides to form two new daughter cells, and each having identical characteristics and carrying on the same life function. Many organisms reproduce in much the same manner as a single cell does in mitosis. Asexual reproduction is God's plan for the continuity of life from one generation to the next that requires only mitotic cell divisions. Some mechanisms inside the organism triggers its cell to undergo a rapid series of mitotic divisions that result in a new organism. For instance, a bud of a sponge breaks off from the adult sponge and grows into a complete sponge, and a strawberry plant sends out runners along the ground to grow a new strawberry plant. In each case, only one individual was required for the organism's reproduction. Differentiation of cells. To the casual observer, the process of asexual reproduction seems simple enough. After all, what else would a strawberry stem develop into if not a strawberry plant? But think for a moment about what is required for such a process. When the strawberry runner meets the soil, little roots grow from it and penetrate the earth. Where do the roots come from? As the new shoot reaches the air, leaves form to begin making food by photosynthesis. Where do the leaves come from? How did the cells of the strawberry runner dividing by mitosis know to make strawberry roots and strawberry leaves and then strawberry fruits? The answer to these questions is found in the process of differentiation. A similar phenomenon to that which occurs in the strawberry plant also occurs in the human body. At one time, the body was a single cell. A fertilized egg, as the cell divided and multiplied, a brain and heart developed, and then arms and legs. So the question is, how did one cell know how to make which one of those? And so basically, it all follows that every cell that results by mitosis from that very first cell must have all that information as well. So all that information is needed. As the number of cells increases, the certain cells are called out to become specialized components of tissues and things like that. And so that is what it kind of goes through. I'm going to skip down to page 474 and deal with sexual reproduction. So knowing that your heredity can be traced back to a solitary cell, the question is where that cell came from. The answer lies in the one of the most remarkable designs in God's plan for continuity of life, which is sexual reproduction. Ever since God commanded Adam and Eve to populate the earth with their descendants, man has known that most living things reproduce sexually. That is, a mating must occur between a male and female of the same kind. It was not until fairly recently, however, that biologists began to understand the marvelous design God placed in sexual reproduction. In humans, each somatic cell, which is a body cell, has 46 chromosomes. But the gametes, eggs and sperm of the parents, each contain only 23 chromosomes. So the egg and sperm originate when germ cells in the ovaries of a female and the testes of males undergo a specially designed type of cell division called meiosis. Meiosis also occurs in the germ cells of plants and animals. When an egg and sperm unite in the process of fertilization, the result is a single fertilized egg cell known as a zygote. Since the sperm cell contains half the number of chromosomes, known as a haploid set, and the egg cell contains half, the zygote contains the complete number of chromosomes, a diploid set, for that particular organism. The letter N designates the haploid number for the organism, and 2N represents the diploid number. The single-cell zygote divides mitosis as its cell differentiating fully formed organism develops. Then on 475, we have the miracle of meiosis. You can read through that. I'm not really going to hit on that completely with you. Essentially, you can also look at that diagram there, and that's going to help you formulate it as well. And so make sure you get that read. And so that will pretty much finish up today's lesson. What I need you to do is on page 476, do 1 through 3. So 1 through 3 on page 476. If you have any questions, get up with me. Thank you.